Alright, people, we're gonna be going back in time today, like a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, today I want to talk about the greatest MMO ever made, Star Wars Galaxies. So I got a little bit late into Star Wars Galaxies. I got in around 2006, so that was around the height of Star Wars, when Star Wars peaked right after Episode 3, you know. I was playing all these new Star Wars games, KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2, Republic Commando, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Empire at War. I was like, man, is there a game out there that I can be whatever Star Wars character I want to be? And lo and behold, it was available. And the surprising thing is, I never heard anything about it before. And that tells you the marketing behind this game was abysmal. But man, that still doesn't change the fact that this game is probably one of the best games I've ever played in my life. So I got my 14-year-old self to Best Buy. I got the game. I got the starter pack for $20. I came home. I installed it on my PC. I subscribed and I started playing, and man, I landed on Tatooine. I was like, whoa, this is a huge game. I looked at the map. Whoa, look how huge this game is. And mind you, this was during the NGE. I didn't play the pre-CU or CU. I started with the new game experience. You know, the one that everybody hates? But I liked it, man. I landed on Tatooine, like all these people, like selling their wares. Everybody's in the cantina talking. People, you know, going about their business. I feel like, whoa, this feels like a world full of life, and the community was so welcoming. The community is half the game. Everybody's here willing to help you, lend you a hand, get you in their guild. It's like, this is like a living, breathing world. Like the community is the thing in this game. Without the community, this game wouldn't be what it is. But man, what an amazing game! I was like befuddled, like, whoa, this is huge. You can be a pilot, you can go get Mandalorian armor, you can craft, you can be an entertainer, you can get your own house, you can be a shipwright, you can craft armor, you can do that, you can get your own POB ship, you can get your own starship and put whatever parts you want on it, you can become a master pilot, you have a huge variety of speeders to choose from, some of them being really rare like the bark speeder or the jetpack, so many different planets to explore, like, and so many guilds to join. I was like, whoa, man, it was overwhelming. That's how much, how big the game was. And this was the NGE. After they simplified it, I still thought the game was big. And they slowly, as I played, I didn't stop playing this game. I played this game for a good 3.5 years. I think I stopped around 2010. But they added so many things for you to do. You could be a, they added the skill trees. You could do player bounties. You could get into guild wars, like actual players taking on other people from other guilds. If they see you on sight, you're dead unless you have your whole group with you. So it's like a gang war. Now that was interesting. And you could also do open world PvP. Declare that you're going, operative. Now you're not covert. You're going fully out there. Anybody from the other faction who's also been flagged for PvP can recognize you and attack you. Now that led to some really interesting occasions and some ganking problems too, but that was half the fun, man. See, for all these stuff, you need a community going. You need to make open world PvP, to have guild wars, to do crafting. You need a community, and that was a great part. You could role play. Like one time, some people were getting married in our faction, and we had to guard the guild hall from the rebel players from coming in and ruining the marriage. So that was pretty cool. That was an interesting event, right in itself. And you could do all sorts of stuff. You could open up your shop. For example, you could buy Mandalorian liquids to make Beskar armor. Go pay some really high level players to go get it from the Death Watch bunker. They'll sell it to you. You take it to your shop. You gather the resources you need from your harvesters. You make it and you put it on sale on your vendor at your house. And people will come from all across the galaxy to your house to grab it. And they'll travel on their speeders. It's like you get what I'm saying. You could be whatever you want. Today I need to check my harvest resources. Today I need to go out in space and mine this mineral. Or hey, today I need to go into the canteen and have a meeting with this guy. Or hey, today I'm gonna help my guild out with open world PvP or guild wars. Or hey, today I'm gonna decorate my house. Or hey, I'm gonna get involved. I'm gonna fix up my ship today. There's like all sorts of activities you could do, man. It was amazing. The end game was when the game began. When you started the game at level 1, there wasn't much to do. You have to get to level 90, which was end game. You had to grind your way. You had to do the horrid legacy quest. Alright, But when you got to end game, that's when you can do the real stuff. All the crazy stuff that you want to do. And that was the great stuff, man. And a game like that, man, a game like that has staying power. The only thing that game didn't have was a story, yeah. But then again, you have to look at the fact that this was a game where you make your own story. You're thrown into the world, and you have to make your way. No one is going to handhold your way through the end. You are the one who decides when it ends and when it begins and how you want it to go. You define who you are. So you get what I'm saying? Player agency. There was a lot of player agency. You decide what you want to do. We've thrown you into the sandbox, but it's the player's choice and the community's choice what to do with the tools we've given them. And man, did it work like a magic. There was so many cool things to do. I made so many good friends. I made so many good friends that lasted years, man, these relationships. And any other MMO or online game, I haven't done that to date. No MMO. I've played MMOs after this. I played ESO. I haven't made a single friend. SWG, I haven't made a single friend, man. And I got a bit nostalgic earlier this year, and I loaded up SWG Legends. And instantly, the moment I got into the game, someone was willing to help me out. We started talking, chatting, and it was a lot of fun. But the problem now with SWG is that it's just too old now. The combat system is too old, too clunky, and that's a problem with age. It was something for its time, its combat system, but it needs to be completely revamped. And what I would want for a game like Star Wars Galaxies is to be remade today. Be remade today with what made it great. Don't change anything, man. Don't change anything. Only modernize the gameplay systems and maybe add a story, like a story, an entertaining story. But otherwise, leave the open-ended stuff going, man. I love this game. The community was amazing. The amount of player agency you had as a player to do whatever the hell you want with the tools you had. You truly felt like you're your own person. You weren't Luke, for sure. You weren't Luke. You could be Luke if you wanted to be. You could be a really powerful rebel in charge of in charge of the largest gangs on the rebellion side and lead them in war. Yeah, you could do that. But that was up to you. The developers didn't force it onto you. You could choose to do that, or you could be a merchant with several harvesters on Tatooine, and being a merchant. And that was what was so magical about that game. It had a day and night cycle, and you could raise pets. You could do all sorts of stuff, and you could make your way. Let me tell you how I became a multi-millionaire in that game. So there was a bunch of people. They were looking for this artifact. I forgot what it was called. It was a Sith crystal. You needed 5 pieces for it to make a really powerful weapon, or a robe or whatever, right? And the hardest part was to find piece 4 out of 5. People were grinding for months on Datomir to find it. They couldn't find it. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And lo and behold, I got it within 15 minutes. I was like, oh crap! I got it, and I sold it to a merchant, and I made 200 million credits right there and then. I had a fully loaded up Mandalorian suit. And I had jetpacks, man, and a bark speeder. I had a fully loaded, fully furnished bunker and a mansion, man, on Tatooine. It was amazing fun and a nice starship. And I had a YT-2400 fully decked out, ready to go. I enjoyed every bit of that game. That game, man, it was something else, man. We just don't get games like it anymore these days, man. Like, how come developers are so afraid, man? Come on, stop making theme park MMOs. Give us a real sandbox game where the player's hand is not held, man. Let the player learn. This is how people grow in life, in real life. You gotta let the people learn how to do it. Stop hand-holding. Stop making it pay to win. Throw the player in and let him learn. And give the community the tools to make a great game, an amazing, memorable experience. That's what we're all asking for. BioWare completely dropped the ball with the Star Wars IP. I hope somebody at Disney, man, restarts SWG or something. Bring it back online. I mean, I like the private servers. That's cool. But if you had official support behind it, that would be pretty cool too. But I can't trust Disney, man. They're going to put some woke politics, SJW nonsense into it. You know why? That's why maybe it stays dead or on private servers. That's cool. But what an experience, man. We just won't get something like that ever again. And it's a darn shame. This is the type of game you're going to tell your kids stories about. And they'll never know what the magic is. Only you will know who played it, the magic. And that's a damn shame, man.